Hello and welcome to Kelly Loves K-Pop. I'm Kelly. Today we're going to do a personality and career reading on NCT's Haechan. I've been getting lots of requests for him lately, lots of requests for him and Doojin. I do friendship readings, guys. I don't do love readings, so if you're trying to find out if there's truth to those rumors, probably something for someone else to do for you. I'm just going to tell you straight up. But if you're here to learn about Haechan, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, of course, then stick around. I got something for you. Okay, welcome back. Obviously, if you're new to the channel, I do tarot readings, oracle readings on K-pop celebrities. If you're not new, thank you for coming back. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of requests on Haechan, period. So we want to look into him. Oh wait, let me get my other astrology cards as well, because he is a Gemini, I believe. And woo, let's see, Gemini. Here we go. I believe he's a Gemini Sun, Leo, Moon. At least the natal chart that I picked up when I Google searched him. Excuse me. So yeah, we'll go ahead, and I usually draw about 6 oracle cards for his personality. These are the Wild Unknown Archetypes by Kim Krantz. I draw about 6 of these, and then we'll go ahead and do a small career reading on him too after this. If you want to, request readings for your favorite idols, I have a coffee page where you can donate and ask for a certain idol or a certain type of reading. These are individual readings, so you'd have to make a request per member, because I think that's the one confusing thing people kind of get hung up on, is that they want to make a request for a whole group, but the requests are per member, so just remember that. And I also have an Etsy shop where you can order private readings for yourself. So if you like what I do and you want me to do a reading on you that's not shared with the whole internet, you can check me out there. I also have a Patreon where I do a little bit more spicy readings. I have one on Sunli up there right now, and I'm doing one on AOA with Jimin and Mina's whole thing that I'm going to be posting soon, probably this week. So yeah, sign up for the Patreon and get a little bit of extra exclusive content there. So with that said, let's go ahead and look up Haechan. Excuse me. Whoa. Okay. Just 2 more. Okay, I got the 2 more. All right, so let's see. So we have Apocalypsis in kind of a shadow state here. And I always say when I do these readings, these are kind of like a period you're in your life, the personality that you're currently dealing with. It's going to be a reflection of kind of external sources, environment, what kind of upbringing they had. These people are young people, so don't expect this to be like their personality forever. They're going to learn about themselves and change with time, change with their environment too. So if you see some negative traits, no, that's just a current obstacle that they're working through. Most people are going to grow and change with time. But also, if you don't want to hear any negative traits about your idols, this is also not the video for you, because if I get negative cards, I will talk about them. I try to be as respectful as possible and not slander anybody and anything like that. but we all have negative aspects of ourselves. So if that's not the kind of readings you like, I'm not the reader for you. Okay? So yeah, we have kind of, I think he has a kind of anxious nature. I don't want to say he has anxiety as in like a clinical thing, but I think he does have an anxious nature. I think he can feel really boxed in kind of by the situation he's in right now. And I don't know if it has to do with the media or just with being an idol, you know, the idol structure. He could feel kind of boxed in and a little hopeless as far as where he's going to go in the future. This card in this deck is kind of like an overarching archetype. So this one is a little more long-term than some of these other ones are going to be. So I just don't know if he's starting to feel like the structure, like he is running up into walls within the structure of idoldom, or like the way they have to deal with the media. Which is understandable, you know, being an idol, you're not going to be able to speak your mind like you want to. So I just think maybe he's got a more, I mean, he's a Gemini. He's definitely got a more vocal nature than he's allowed to display. He's got a lot of feelings and opinions he would love to share, but is not allowed to. So that could be probably what's going on, because he's a communicator by nature. That's what he likes to do. And he's being told not to do that. So that can probably rub him the wrong way and make him feel very, not a fish out of water, but like someone who is like a square peg in like a round hole. Like you're not where you belong kind of thing. Like you want to belong there, but every time you try to, it feels like you're forcing yourself. There's like an aspect of that going on with him. Like I said, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Just remember, these are cards. I'm reading pieces of paper, okay? So don't take them that seriously. You know, nothing is absolutely set in stone. We're just doing our best with what we're given. How about that? Okay, so he's got the empty room in more of a light aspect. So it is saying that he's a pretty bubbly, energetic person. Like he definitely like brings life and energy into a room when he joins it. He also is a person, again, he pushes boundaries. He doesn't like to be limited. He likes to try a bunch of new things. So I just don't know if he's able to show everyone all the new things and the bright ideas he has, but he definitely seems like a person that's always got ideas, always trying something new, or at least wants to. Geminis are always learning about different things they want to try. They don't really like to sit stagnant and get in the same, they don't get comfortable in the same routine. If they're too routine, they get bored. So it could be that where he's just constantly like, I want to try this, I want to do this. He's always learning something new, so he always has something interesting to talk about, that kind of thing. But I just see like a bright, lively personality when he's around other people, especially. He likes being kind of like the life of the party. And then we have Gnosis, also in a more light aspect. And it's saying that he, again, is a person of kind of like deeper understanding. I do think he has a spiritual side. He has like a deep spiritual connection with Source, with his beliefs. And yeah, I think that's how he grounds himself in many ways. He may not have like a traditional sense. You know, I'm not sure here. The cards don't necessarily say if he's religious, you know, so to speak, but he may be more just spiritual. Like he has his own connection that he sits with and grounds with, and kind of keeps him humble, keeps him you know, connected maybe to his family and to his own like code of ethics, right? So then we have the Vow. And this is sweet. When he is in relationships, he's very dependable and dedicated, and he's definitely like a very monogamous person, or at least I think would hope to be. Like that's his goal. Again, he's young. You know, I can't speak for whatever relationship he's in, if he is in one, but he I think that's his goal. Is he admires that kind of person. Like he wants to be that kind of person. Just a very dedicated. And this is to his, even to his friends too, like to be a super dependable friend people can lean on, you know, very loyal. I think loyal is the best word I can come up with for that. I mean, it's called The Vow, so you get it. You get it. Then we have the ocean in, again, a light aspect. So yeah, very deep emotions. Very, again, we talked about kind of being spiritual. And it is, it's like he's a Gemini, so he expresses those emotions when they come up. So, you know, that could be why, like, he can be such a bright entity in the room. Like, he can, when he's in a good mood, he's in a really good mood, and he's going to make sure everyone else is. And when he's in a bad mood, he's going to kind of sit off to the side and be quiet. Like, I think he'll wear his emotions on his sleeve. He's very easy to read that way. But also, he's good at kind of reading others, like body language and empathetically. Words are hard for me lately. I don't know what it is. I think I'm not going outside and like talking to enough people. When this pandemic is maybe not over, but better, it would be nice to like just get practice in speaking again, because I feel like I'm out of practice. Anybody else? I feel like I'm just talking to the internet all the time. Anyway, so yeah, he's definitely got like a deep well of emotions. It says he's also got grand dreams, so I think this makes him a really great creative, because he has a lot of emotions to put into his music, put into his singing, put into his writing, put into his performances. Like, he understands how to tap into that for his performances. And I think that's why he's naturally drawn to this career, is because he is naturally emotional, and it gives him an outlet, like a good, healthy outlet for those emotions. And it could be like when he can't do that, that's why he feels super boxed in, because it is his main outlet, it is his main release. And when he can't do those things, it's like he's not allowed to feel his emotions the way he's used to, or the way he generally processes them. So that could be part of it, is he runs up against a wall sometimes. And then we have the river, which again talks about your emotions. Talks about being emotionally sensitive, but very connected to your emotions. Also, again, we talked about being kind of empathetic, being very receptive to other people's emotions. He's probably, again, wants to be that person everyone talks to, depends on. So he's very caring and understanding of other people's emotions. It doesn't mean he's not playful and he can't make mistakes and hurt people's feelings sometimes, but it does mean if he does do that, he feels that pain too, and he tries to fix those kind of things. But I do see him being the type of person that can talk too much and talk to his, you know, what they say, like foot and mouth sometimes. But he will also try to apologize and make up for that. So I think he's just very honest with his feelings and tries to put them in the forefront. And, you know, that's good for a singer. That's what you want, honestly, in a singer. So I can't really say that that's a bad thing for the position he's in. So yeah, that's kind of what I get about his personality, is he's very led by his emotions, and he just kind of wears his heart on his sleeve and is very vocal and talkative, but also at the same time wants to be a good listener and a good friend and a good partner. So, you know, he's just a sweet, optimistic, young person that I can tell. So let's go ahead and get tarot out, and we'll do a quick career reading. Also, while I'm shuffling, if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel and you like tarot readings, like, what are you waiting for? Subscribe. I try to upload at least once a week, sometimes twice a week if I'm having a good week. So if you want that good tarot content, you know, subscribe. Leave a comment. Introduce yourself. I'd love to say hello. I love to talk about K-pop. If I know who everyone's favorite groups are, I can try to do more videos on them. So that also helps too. I don't do free requests, but when I have time, I will keep the requests I see the most in mind, especially when I get to the end of the year readings. You know, this year I didn't quite have the time allotment I wanted to do it. Next year I'm going to make sure I do it further in advance so I can get more groups down. So make sure this year I know who your favorite groups are, so when I have more time next year and I set it up to do it, I get to your group. You know? Okay. And anybody interested, this is my True Black Tarot. So, Haechan's career. Usually I do 2 rows of cards. Top row is the more nearer future, and then the second row is usually a farther future, farther ahead. So let's see what we have for Haechan. Okay. Temperance. It could be an issue with balance, or he is currently finding balance. We'll see what the context is with the next cards in this row. A lot of times that means also just learning to work together with other people. All right, if I'm getting jumpers, then I will okay. So we have Temperance, the Knight of Cups, and money. So again, we're seeing something about keeping his emotions in check for the betterment and the harmony of his business. So yeah, I do think he's been going through some stressful times, and he's not allowed to talk about it, you know, by the company, by his management. Sometimes temperance is also management. So management could be telling him to keep his emotions at bay for the betterment of the long term. And then we have the 3 of Pentacles, which is collaboration, working together, but strength is in reverse. So it's like a collaboration he doesn't want to do. I also worry that this means in the next promo he might have some kind of injury, because sometimes strength in reverse talks about injuries. Not always, but sometimes. So it's either something he doesn't have like the will or want to do in a collaboration, or there might be some kind of self-damage going on. But yeah, in collaboration doesn't necessarily mean with another group or another person. It could, but it could just mean some kind of NCTU or an NCT unit of, you know, they have so many, so it could just be like collaboration with a unit type of thing. Could be his, what is he in 127? I mean, it could be 127. I mean, the way NCT works, everything is a collaboration, so. Okay, so again, this is like being defensive. You know, we saw there's some disharmony, there's some dissatisfaction with a lot of the stuff that's going on right now. So he's on the defensive here. Guarding kind of what he wants to do. Okay. This is more than one card. This is multiple. Okay, so I got all my cards here. So we have the King, again, the King of Wands also in reverse. These could be multiple people. Let's see, we have the 7, oh no, sorry, the 8. 8 of Wands in reverse. So something is coming slow. 5 of Wands also kind of like coming out of some chaotic energy. A lot of people mixing the pot. And then the 5 of Swords upright, which means kind of something cruel. I don't know, I do see him kind of embroiled in more dating scandals, because the King of Cups also someone, you know, with an open heart, with an open emotion. And it's almost like defending like an open-hearted emotion from something that's not moving on, from something that's like a constant struggle. Instead of something that passes quickly, it's painfully and slowly. It's got too many other people involved, and it's cruel to him. So it's something like it's a constant like thing you deal with, but it's just totally it's kind of like that's just how it is. No one likes it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a fact of life. Everyone has to deal with it. It's kind of that. It's like he has a lot of that in the future. So I just think he's got constant struggles with either dating rumors or like saw sayings, like people that are too close, like too emotionally caught up in something. he's going to have a lot of issues with that in the future. And just like the cruelty, I think, probably of the media. And I think we've been seeing that kind of in these readings where he's learned the cruelty of the media, and it's just something that now that they got their kind of hooks in, and as long as people keep, you know, clicking their websites, turning their pages, they're going to keep doing it to him. So if you you're his fan and you want to see the stuff change, you have to like block those sites. You have to not keep feeding into that. Or not you, but you know what I mean. People in general, you know, that are interested in him. They have to stop feeding those sites, because I feel like he's going to have some kind of attachment from those sites that won't leave him alone. So I just don't know. He either has some kind of enemy in the industry that just likes to constantly feed him kind of to the wolves, feed him to the media, or he's just going to naturally be one of those people that is kind of outgoing, and the things he does are more public than other people, and it's going to constantly kind of make him a hot topic. So it's not good. This 8 of Wands in reverse means something. It's gonna be like a slow, constant. It's gonna take a long time for him to get out of that. And the King of Cups just makes me think it's to do with like his emotions and who he shares times with. So it's something we're already seeing, and I just think it's saying that's not gonna go away anytime soon. Unless like there's an effort made on his behalf. So that's what I have for his career. It does look like he's going to have a very fruitful career, at least in the next few years. It's going to be very good, because that 10 of Coins is like constant new financial cycles that he'll be in. So that means comebacks, that means popularity, that means a lot of promotions on his part. You know, we're seeing him working with people. But towards the long run, I think he's going to always have this problem with media and company and people in his business, which is unfortunate. I mean, but also people don't do that if you're not popular. So I guess it's also, we can infer that he's gonna have a pretty long-standing career. It's just as he gets older, it's going to have more issues with people who like to talk, you know. So, yeah. You know, if you're his fan, I guess, you know, just kind of look out for that and see what you can do to help him and keep those people from digging into his business. Maybe, you know, fight for the company to help more with his privacy and things like of that nature. You know, nowadays they're hacking idols' accounts and all kinds of craziness. It's just like, it's war on idols lately, and it's gross, and I hate that for them. So, you know, I wish the best for him. I wish the best for all the end citizens who are sticking up for him and helping him out, because, you know, he's just a baby. He's a young lad who's still learning the ways of this cruel, crazy world. And yes, I'm being dramatic, but I'm also a Gemini, so we do that. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this. I really appreciate you. Again, no face cam today because I can't be bothered to put on makeup. I'm sorry, but I love y'all, and I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you real soon, okay? Bye.